Joining us from Washington, D.C. is Ambassador Tzipi Hotovely, Head of National Public Diplomacy at the Prime Minister's Office. Shalom.
Hi, from the Blair House in Washington.
So what could you tell us about the meeting between Netanyahu and Trump?
Well, first of all, Prime Minister Netanyahu said it was one of his best meetings with President Trump. And as you know, there are many meetings and the relationship between the two leaders are very close. The meeting took like 90 minutes and was a very busy day because of Lindsey Graham's ceremony. And I think for us, it's quite clear that all the issues that were discussed, Israel and America are on the same page. Israel and this administration are on the same page. There is no daylight between Israel and the security approach about Iran. And the main thing was to make sure that Iran won't have nuclear weapon. There are many ways to reach that goal, but the two leaders were sharing all the options, and there are many options to get to this result. And the most important thing, I think, for us as Israelis is to know that at the moment there is no gap between us and the Americans about the approach, about our security, about the regional issues. One of the issues that was discussed was extending the Abraham Accords and the role of other countries that we want to join the very successful peace agreement of the Abraham Accords. And I truly believe that most Israelis today know that the reality on the ground has changed dramatically since the 7th of October. We have the security zones in Lebanon, in Syria, in Gaza, and we don't want to be in a situation where we need to change that because Israel needs that for its security. And the good news are that there is no American pressure to withdraw from the security zones because the Americans understand that Israel cannot go back to the 6th of October situation.
Understand or actually support?
No, I can say actually there is a support with what Israel is doing in the security zones in Lebanon and in Gaza and in Syria.
Now, there were many reports about the tensions and the disagreements. Were there many concerns before the meeting, before you arrived in D.C.?
Well, first of all, the media loves drama. They don't like good news. And honestly, I think for us, it was clear that we are going to have a very sincere conversation between two old friends, people that know each other for so long. Those two leaders know each other for decades. And I think the results for many people, maybe for some journalists was a surprise, but for us, it wasn't a surprise that there is a very open conversation and there are mutual interest. And obviously, when you discuss things in the room, things are quite clear where every side is bringing his approach to the table. Also, there is like one of the rumors was that Netanyahu was bringing like special intel to this meeting. It's not true. We don't need to come all the way to Washington to deliver intel. We have a strong coordination between our agencies, and definitely it wasn't the goal of the meeting. And the goal was achieved to understand that we're on the same page about what we want to see when it comes to the nuclear program of Iran. We don't want to see the nuclear program making any progress. We want to make sure Iran won't have nuclear weapons. And we know that when it comes to our security, we have a strong friend in the White House. Just like the Prime Minister said, Lindsey Graham was Israel's number one friend, and President Trump said, no, it's me that is number one friend of Israel.
And really you attended the Lindsey Graham Memorial. Very moving, very significant, especially during these challenging days.
I want to say about the ceremony that took place yesterday for Lindsey Graham. It was very, very emotional, and I think that many people understand that the support for the legacy of Lindsey Graham is very strong. And there were many senators, many Congress people that came and showed this support throughout the last few days. There was also like a private dinner the day before the ceremony, and the Prime Minister met Lindsey Graham's sister. And I think in general, the legacy of Graham is something that so many people share. So many people are proud of this moral clarity that Lindsey Graham brought to the public discussion about Israel, about the security issues, about the fact there is evil in the world and you need to fight it. This is why I think that for the Prime Minister and for his wife that joined this ceremony, it was a moment that they felt like people are sharing the values of Lindsey Graham and people are standing behind his legacy for Israel and for all the security needs that both countries have.
Ambassador Tzipi Hotovely, Head of National Public Diplomacy at the Prime Minister's Office, thank you very much.
Thank you.